What happened if you got sick? 50,000 years ago. Imagine waking up 50,000 years ago with a high fever. Your head is pounding. Your body aches. Every breath feels heavier than the last. But there's one terrifying problem. There are no hospitals, no doctors, no pharmacies, no antibiotics. Your tribe is getting ready to move before winter arrives, but you can barely stand. If you can't keep up, you could be left behind, completely alone in a world filled with predators. So what really happened if you got sick 50,000 years ago? Let's find out. Life during the Stone Age was incredibly dangerous. Most people think giant predators like saber-toothed cats or mammoths were the biggest threats, but surprisingly, some of the deadliest enemies were invisible. A simple infection from a small cut could become life-threatening. Drinking dirty water could cause severe illness. Food poisoning, parasites, and diseases could spread quickly through a tribe. Today, we take medicine for granted. But back then, your own immune system was often your only defense. Ancient humans didn't understand bacteria or viruses, but they were far from helpless. Over thousands of years, they carefully observed nature. They learned that certain plants could reduce pain, some leaves could be wrapped around wounds, and certain tree resins might help protect injuries from dirt. Some groups even used smoke from fires to keep insects away and reduce the risk of disease. This knowledge wasn't written down. It was passed from one generation to the next through stories, experience, and survival. Now here's something that surprises many people. You might imagine that if someone became too sick to travel, the tribe would simply abandon them. But archaeological discoveries tell a very different story. Scientists have found ancient skeletons belonging to people who survived severe injuries that would have made hunting impossible. Some had broken legs that healed completely. Others lost many of their teeth, but lived for years afterward. Without teeth, chewing tough meat would have been nearly impossible. The only explanation is that someone else prepared food for them and cared for them until they recovered. This tells us something incredible. Even 50,000 years ago, humans were already taking care of one another. Compassion wasn't a modern invention. It was one of humanity's greatest survival tools. Of course, not every illness could be treated. Without modern medicine, serious infections were often deadly. Pneumonia, severe dehydration, infected wounds, or dangerous fevers could quickly become fatal. Children were especially vulnerable, and many never reached adulthood. But if someone was young, healthy, and surrounded by a supportive tribe, they had a much better chance of surviving. Their strongest weapon wasn't medicine. It was teamwork. Every member of the tribe had a role. Some hunted, some gathered plants, others protected children or cared for the injured. When one person became weak, everyone else helped carry the burden. That cooperation allowed humans to survive harsh winters, deadly predators, and countless diseases. In fact, many scientists believe our ability to work together is one of the main reasons Homo sapiens eventually spread across the entire world. So, would you survive getting sick 50,000 years ago? The answer would depend on three things: how healthy you were before getting sick, whether your tribe stayed to care for you, and, perhaps most importantly, a little bit of luck. The next time you visit a doctor, take medicine, or recover from a simple infection, remember how different life once was. 50,000 years ago, even a minor illness could decide your fate. Yet, despite all those dangers, our ancestors endured, not because they were the strongest, but because they shared knowledge, cared for each other, and faced impossible challenges together. And that incredible spirit of survival is one of the reasons we're here today. Thanks for watching. What ancient human mystery should we explore next?